diadema purpure regis, que es in clausura tua sicut glorica. In frondens fuoristi in alia vicissitudine, quam Adam omne genus humanum produceret.
Purpure I want you to see both of them. You can see that they've reinforced this one. That's artificial, probably a kind of brought two sides of it together. There's a bunch of rocks out there, so it's a dangerous harbor to enter. But to close it off a little bit, reinforce it, they have, this is, I think, part of the aqueduct complex. I followed it way up in the hills, but it's a really nice little specimen there. Go in under the aqueduct, and I don't even know if there's a ticket taker because we paid for a ticket. If you want your ticket, but if anybody asks you to show it, we won't go as a group, just gotta walk in there. When you get in, you just follow the main street. It's very small. You follow the main street this way, and just check out its sign, the theater, the street itself is really cool, the way it's built, the market area along, and then on all the way out to the far harbor and back again. We'll just take, I don't know, 20 minutes or whatever it takes to see this well. And yeah, you can poke around. It's not a highly developed site, so it's really a nice example of the
God, this is me, and I'm in the middle of a fortress built by the Romans, by the river, the bath, Egyptian, not Egyptian, Roman. This is the Roman Empire. All of this was built by the Romans. I can feel the pain of the slaves who built this. I can feel the pain of the people who died here, who died doing it, who was killed, the wars that was fought. Yesterday I showed you these markings in another area we was in, and today we're in another area and we see the same kind of trimming. You notice the same kind of markings. This is a tomb where people was buried. Somebody was buried in there. Wait up. Going back down. Ooh-wee. We're gonna sleep on this. We're gonna be on the boat. I'm hungry.
Now,
It'll be 2 or 3.
Once we get all of this kind of straightened out, we can't pack anything there because that slide is open. And stowing will be a interesting little exercise here next. And they're getting stuff for lunch.
So you told us you was gonna stop by last week. What's up with that?
Yeah, I'm busy packing. I'm going on the sailing trip. Haven't you heard?
No.
Yeah, we're gonna be like following the path of Paul or something.
And what are you gonna use to do that?
Sailboat.
Get out.
Yeah. So what are you up to?
Oh, I'm just chilling. You know, I've been docked here for a few days. I'm meeting people, and I've asked you to stop by. You just getting by.
Yeah,
I was wondering.
sorry, we just got in today. I came straight here. First thing.
Okay, it's cool.
Stopped by the hotel to drop everything
So
off.
you can follow us out. We're going on that same trail.
Yeah.
We anxious to. We tried to meet up with Paul at the. Where were we the last stop? Where was that? The Pulaski?
Paraga?
But we missed it.
Yesterday.
We missed it.
lay out to see you. Lay out to see you.
Oh, okay. So
We missed him at Paraga because we weren't sure which route he took.
Yeah, it was which direction he went either.
Yeah. Was it the central route or the northern?
This is me talking.
The western route.
Okay, western route.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think I'll go the opposite way and meet up with you halfway there.
We only have one little teeny sink, and so there will be hot water.
How do you know?
This is us
There will be
having
hot
lunch.
water pretty soon, and so you have hot and cold running water. And so that's great. So if you do the dishes, you can just kind of put them back. How about a prayer first?
Okay.
And then we will have some work to do. And some of you, and actually, we can't do a whole lot in the wind, but we can do a few things. And I have to do a lot of things, but I'll try to have you do as much as you can to help. So we're going to, I think the first order of business then will be to get rid of this, and we can do the dishes later. I'll show, I think we'll do a little bit of the orientation here for how things work while everybody's here. Then we'll stow things, and then we'll doesn't matter too much. Okay, let's and then we'll do what we can. I have a checklist of things that I have to do, but it involves oiling this, untying that, checking this, and that, which is not much that anybody can help with. When we put the sails up, and that goes fairly quickly, if the wind dies down, we'll do it this afternoon. What I'm hoping for is that we can be, it's 2 o'clock, but I'm hoping in about 3 hours' time, we'll pretty much have everything under control, and then we'll have a little session on. I think I'll do the one of my favorites is to talk about the sea in the Bible, some of the kind of amazing things that are in Scripture that people don't notice too much. And then we will have dinner about 7:30, and then basically there might be a few things that I have to finish up getting ready for the next poll.
Did everybody bring stuff for Columbia?
This is going to come like 15.
I took it already.
I usually turn all of these off at night. You don't probably have to. It's one night. But in case something does, like the light will not go on unless it says main cabin lights is on, and then that's and the idea is so that you don't accidentally run the battery down by having the light on all day that nobody notices. So I just generally, but we won't worry about that too much. But if something doesn't work, you can probably find the reason why. There's forward cabin lights and a bunch of, they're all labeled, and the water pressure is, I usually turn that one off when I'm not using it. That's what gives you your pressure in the faucet. If that isn't on, it won't work. That works at sea or on land, because all of this is battery powered stuff. It's only the plug-ins that are shore powered. What do I have? Everything. You can take everything apart. I mean everything. Here's where look at that. It's been sitting in the water. No water. Yes. Yeah. That's great. I always worry about that. There's nothing in there. Oh, good sign. That's a very good sign. Okay. Check the oil while I'm at it. And I will run the motor a little bit this afternoon just to make sure everything works.
Otherwise, we have to get out the oars when we're out there.
Checking the oars.
How often do you ever have to add?
Not very often. Usually not between changes. I run it 100 hours between changes.
How many quarts does it take?
Oh, 4. It's a Mercedes. This is like really an amazing motor. It's never caused a bit of trouble. Aha, perfect. I changed it just before I left last time, so it's really rolling.
Should have never read that. Should never read that
Okay.
That's for tips.
Yes, what I changed. I replaced the whole exhaust system.
Wow.
Recently, hoses, everything, because it went. This is quite amazing. Do I have a flashlight?
Are you a mechanic? Did you become a mechanic?
I was going to ask that too.
Worked on engines before this?
What's that?
Have you worked on engines before this?
Work on.
Have you worked on engines before this?
Not diesel. This is my first diesel. Yeah.
I'll have to learn to be a mechanic first before I buy my boat. I'm a little mechanic though. Mechanical.
Wow.
Sleeping there.
You can almost just
That way we can get it.
When you come around, that thing's floating. They grab that, they can get into it, and you can actually lift them out of the water by this thing. It's a sling, which is really pretty good deal. So we got that, we got this, and we got the floating roller. That I just tie it here, and tie the other end here, and that becomes another of the many options. And we'll kind of go over this a little bit underway. I'll talk about it some more.
Muhammad. I am in Turkey, and I am on the and I'm just about to blow my head. He said, it's gonna get heavy, son. It's gonna get Come again, son, say word. Abdullah Muhammad. I'm out of the United States. How you feel today, Joe?
Oh, good. I guess you don't want that close.
That was cool. It's about whatever you want to do. Oh, stuff is blowing. We have our Canadian. We have Karen the Canadian. We'll get a little accent going. All right.
Good thing it landed in here about that.
She's the real actress of Where I Met My Mother. Let's get Liz here. Go ahead, Liz. Tell us what's up.
Wow, nice ride. Trying to get Glenn to keep prevent the point out there.
She lives dangerously. She's on the edge. Let me show you how close. Don't fall over, cause I'm about to lose my head. Let's get the other one. Cause I'm a flip skills. I got real skills when I sail my boat. Uh-oh. That's the second one. In a minute they're gonna get right. I'm gonna spit some real lyrics y'all gonna like. Oh, see, I told you. Oh no, I'm not going over, baby. You can't get rid of me that easily. You can't.
This one's easy to put up. That's a nice thing. And I will use this one.
No.
So we can, now
You can't see it?
get your foot away from that rope.
Okay.
Because we start pulling it out, and the wind will pull this thing out when I let this go. This is up. Ah, yeah. Pretty good right there. That's pretty good. Let's see what her speed is. 5, 6. Or like at full speed. Like it's about as fast as you sail. Yeah, knots. It's between 5 and 6. A little over 6 occasionally. This is really nice. If we're going in the right direction, this would be. But you can get it this way.
So like the tack with the jig sail, you put the jig sail back in.
You just release this side, pull that side. The whole thing flops around. Yeah, the wind catches it and just fills it out on the other side. We'll do it after a while, and you'll see how it's done.
So how would Paul and them have done that?
You just keep, if it starts to flop, the sail starts to, if the front sail will do it first. If it starts to flop, then you just drop off just a little bit to port, away from the wind, and it'll fill back up and keep going.
How would Paul have done just what you did?
They would do it with a whole bunch of people, plus they didn't, they would drop the sail down rather than, they didn't have triangular sails,
Yeah, I know,
square.
okay.
So it was a different kind of work.
Okay.
They still had to, and they actually did have big, like the way they anchor, they have a thing that they would turn, and a bunch of people would do it, like a spokes of a wheel, and they push on it. These things were more block and tackle, many, and then they pull and lots of, like this is block and tackle.
Block and tackle.
And so this one person can adjust the sail just simply by letting it out and pulling it in. So like when you're going into the wind, you pull it in as far as you can.
Oh, sorry.
It's almost in line with the boat, but you can, real easy to do. And because it has so many pulleys, you can always do it. And I think
that locked in. Got it.
There we go. That's pretty good. Figure out a way to slow it down. Oh well, doesn't make a whole lot of difference. I think we lost 2 of them. I think we lost another one overboard.
I didn't see the one fall off, but I was in
We just this one landed.
Why did they do that?
Right as it was going up.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
I only saw one.
Oh well, I can get another one.
Fit into the end, there's no like down.
What's that?
Well, they just fit into the end, there's no like little pocket there.
And then there's a Velcro thing that slides in after, and I jammed them down in. They never come out.
Yeah.
For some reason did.
Yeah.
It's always.
Dorothy, you still looking for your dolphins?
In 10 years of sailing, that's the
I'm
first
just
time it ever
swallowing
came out
hard
of the
right now.
What'd you say?
Swallowing hard.
Are you seasick?
I'm not. No, I'm fine.
Okay.
I just don't remember.
Look out for my homegirl. This is my new Pete C, because that's how we be. You don't understand it when you ride the sea. In a minute, I'm going to get lyrically impressed, because this is what I do best. See, I rap with real words, real verbs, adverbs, and that's how you do. You can't be me. I can't be you. But we can be together like two. See that? It's my homeboy there. What? Say word. Holler back, son. Say what? What? He understands it. That's right, you musically inclined, so you got my feelings on my mind. How about you? What do you see? How do you be? How?
Say again, I don't
From New
rap
York
very
City,
well.
see, that's me. BK in the house, that's how I flow, that's how I go. They try to hate on me, but when you see me, do you see me or do you see you? When you look in the mirror, what do you do? Hold it. 52 lyrics, that's me from the streets, that's how I be. When I get heavy, they hate me, but I don't even care sometimes, because that's how it is in the hood. Got the flow, you gotta know how to hold and how to go. He's just doing the rope-de-dope. Muhammad Ali should see you with the ropes.
Yeah, rope-a-dope.
You doing the rope-de-dope. God bless you. Brandon is the diver. Dope. What about? That was about 25 feet you dove the other day? That was about 25 feet off that spot? At least.
Is the modern town, but the seaport Mira is right around this corner.
Yeah.
There is it's a river port, so that they can take boats up one way to Mira, but most of the action is right down here toward Noah. So that's Mira, and this is the port of Mira. Mira is mentioned, but not the Andraki Harbor. Would have his boat, I can imagine, would have passed by here more than once, but when he stops here, we will be exactly in the place where Paul's boat comes into. That one is pretty clear. And it will come in and we'll drop anchor. That's what they did as well. In fact, tell a story in the harbor. It's a really cool way of putting the what you see and what the story says together, and it makes total sense. It says 10 meters maximum depth here.
side that has seats.
I was gonna say, Charles, turn off your.
Read it. It's a 4-letter name. Nero. The P is an R.
Nero.
Nero. This is actually an emperor that's alive, and Nero and Paul are alive at the same time. So this is okay. You got Nero. You got Hadrian. There's a gap of time between those two, but they're important ones. So they're putting the big names out. Continue to work your way.
You think that's a woman?
Look at the man and woman.
There you go.
Above the door.
That's what I'm
probably
saying.
Augustus and his wife, or maybe Hadrian and his wife, but it's a man and a woman, and I don't know, like somebody hacked the faces.
What about
Somebody hated the emperor, probably, just hacked the face out after he died.
What about the picture down there?
The what?
The two.
Down there.
Yeah, it's a scene of, I don't know if it means anything or not. It's just a scene of somebody eating and drinking, and it may or may not be some historical person. Okay, what do we got here? Nero and Hadrian. That's a little hard to read. There's the word Caesar. Diu. Trani, is that Trajan maybe? I don't know either. I've never read the translation of this.
Is the J often an I?
It can be, yes.
This is an amazing sight. Everywhere you can see the Romans built with stone. You can feel the pain of the people. You can feel it. The labor.
Who do the business of the harbor is down there. They think along that street. And there's all kinds of little possibilities emerging as when I came here 10 years ago, nothing was excavated. That just went down there. We didn't know there was anything under there. If you could excavate everything, you wouldn't be surprised. Now, here's another really, you can see they're doing that. They're actually building this up a little bit, kind of reconstructing what they think was here. There's a really cool thing right here. Also hugely
I took it. The purple. Oh, the flower? Oh my God.
Stand right here. Come on up. And look down and tell me what you think we're standing on. This thing.
Shells.
Shells. It is shells.
Seashells.
Oh, wait a minute. Why is there like mound of... And then they're excavating this thing, whole thing. It's got a huge thing. What is it?
It's a temple. They're
Nope. It's what? Nope. It's a factory producing a product from seashells. Seminarians, what is it? Have you ever heard of Lydia who imported purple?
yes.
Dye?
Purple dye.
This is a dye processing plant, and it's
A dye
literally tons
processing
and tons of seashells that they have dug up, and they think this area in here was the factory. This is a commercial area. Grain storage thing, and probably in a mollusk processing plant that does that very expensive dye. And the archaeologist was telling us that they can look at the layers of these seashells and determine a lot about, I think they can date the seashells by they can see the size of them, and the farther you go down, the bigger the seashells, the higher up, the smaller. Why would that be? No. Why would you have increasingly smaller shells?
Because you can't find them. You found all the big ones first.
You overfish. You've done all the easy ones, and now it's like oil or something. You dig deeper and deeper, and you get these smaller and smaller ones that are more expensive to extract, but the price goes up. So you can kind of figure out the economy and the way things develop in the. She was a seller of purple, and so she probably imported it. Yeah, I think so. And it may not actually be the shells, it might be the actual whatever mollusk.
Gotta be part of it.
Because that's where it comes from. It comes from probably the body living inside this, but this is the byproduct of the production of purple. It's like finding bones outside of a butcher shop.
Right.
You don't actually eat the bones, but that's the animal the remains of the animal that you've used. Okay, one more cool thing. This is total cool, everything. And then actually, this is mostly it. See that thing out there?
This is pottery.
The
Old Testament,
square
when you have the line.
pavement out there. Follow me. Let's see if we can go down here without breaking a mollusk.
Wow. Look at that.
In fact, we can walk on top of this thing and peer down into the top. We didn't say yet.
Oh, I thought you said
You are the archaeologist. You're gonna have to figure it out.
purple fish.
Hard to figure out from here, but okay, let's wait a minute. Let's put the evidence together and then see if you can take a top. This is covered. There it is surrounded by this processing plant for mollusks. What do you think you would need lots of? In fact, the whole town needs lots of, but if you're producing some, what would you need lots of in order to... Water. This is... Can I tell a kind of a braggy kind of story?
Yeah.
I kind of like to do it.
Go ahead.
It's almost irresistible.
Okay.
Whoa! Yeah, watch your step. When I first came here, you could get into the thing. Actually, you still can. We could go down in it if you want. We might want to do that. I went into this thing. It wasn't developed yet, and I looked around, Jan and I, and we tried to figure out what it was because none of the mollusks had been there, and it's just all kind of covered. Couldn't see any rocks hardly. It's just kind of an open lake. We pondered and pondered, and we finally came. There's a little bit of evidence of plaster, of water kind of drains and intakes sort of on the top end, like they could. We said, we think it's a cistern. I told this to Mark Wilson on the day we came here. I said, you know, I think that is a cistern. He said, no, it's not a cistern. They didn't make them underground very much. I said, but wouldn't it make sense? So we kind of just had this discussion. No. He said, I said, what do you think it is? I think it's an underground agora. I said, what? Underground agora? Why would they? Well, it's hot. So we had this little debate going. I couldn't resist. When I came and talked to the archaeologist, and he's been working here now with a team for maybe a couple of years, I said, what do you think that is? Oh, he said, that's an underground cistern. Okay. Mark said, wow, you were right. Anyway, and so I brought the students here different times, and we've gone in, and I see, because the archaeologists aren't here, that we can go down in there. But really, really be careful. This is totally dangerous, right?
So maybe don't video while walking down through here.
Totally dangerous. But it's so cool. Nobody has to do anything.
Seen a cistern with arches.
That's
peculiar.
Because it's built in the ground, and then it holds the roof up. It's a cover.
But usually the cisterns that I've seen are more. Well, I guess they're not all bell-shaped, but
yeah, I know. That's why it threw the arch.
It's the half arch.
But if you
no, they're just like
No
Is it
way.
similar to the Basilica cistern?
No way.
Full arch.
I'm not that interested. You want to take it?
No.
Oh, it's light under there. If I had on sneakers. No, I'm okay. Some things I can pass up. If I didn't this year.
And there's hardly any first century or second century buildings that you see with roofs on them. There's just hardly any. And
Because they made them out of the huge blocks before.
Yeah, these are great. This is a highlight of the day.
Yeah, when I heard somebody say, wow. Wow, Chelsea. Wow. Oh, pottery. Oh my God, Jim would go crazy. Oh, you're gonna get it out the country.
Well, I don't know if you can.
What?
I was gonna say if you can take it, but we'll see.
The little one always stops here and turns around. They just go up and down the coast. Like but they don't go all the way to home. This one is
I'm gonna try it.
it may probably come down. It might be coming down about it. That wasn't that whole one there.
I'm gonna try to take some out. They stopped me.
Okay? I know, we are very lucky. Okay, guys, this is part of the evidence of the accuracy of Luke really does an excellent job of getting the name places right.
Well, yeah, if you would have just...
Nothing here to indicate that Roman ships were ever down here. Here,
detail-oriented. It said that it was an Alexandrian ship loaded with grain. Headed to Italy.
it would have been an underground agora, I said, man, I've never seen an underground. He said, yeah, there's a couple of them around. This looks like it. So it was a reasonably good guess, but
do you think that
it didn't hold
some
up.
of this was like filled up with, with soil when they found it?
No, I think when I don't know if they ever like lost track of it, but when I first saw it, it looked almost like this. They've been excavating on the top. They've taken all the weeds and stuff. Now you can see the stone. You can see the stone. I didn't even. something. This may be kind of, see, there is a separation between this part and that part. And probably at one time that was actually the stage. I don't know, but it is Greek. Or it could be there. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, didn't even look that close. Yeah, seating. That's probably the underground part of the stage area.
So it'd be Greek because it's in the
Built into the hillside?
right
And
and
it has a separate stage area. Good, I was
Separated from that.
two completely different shows.
Yeah, instead of the seats being connected. Yeah, but it might have been a doorway here. It's not actually a part of the structure in the same way that the seats end there.
Yeah.
There's not a minute, hour, day, or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you. I still remember in the days when I was scared to touch you, how I spent my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come in. Oh my love, 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love, 1,000,000 days in your arms is never too much. too much, never too much, never too much.
Very unusual. We just kind of have to discover that. Really, really.
Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung on the phone, can't be too late. The boss is so demanding. Open the door up, and to my surprise, there you were standing. Who needs to go to work to hustle for another dollar? I'd rather be with you, 'cause you make my heart scream and holler. Love is a gamble, and I'm so glad that I am winning. We've come a long way, and yet this is only the beginning. Oh, my love. A thousand kisses from you is never enough. I just don't wanna stop. A million days in your arms is never
He says there's a trail over there, and then he'll actually, and then when it starts, we'll just explore. Okay?
Club Med? Club